Indeed for the call. Very happy and healthy New Year to yourself and the family. And we'll hopefully catch you again with that big signal further down the logbook. Thanks, Alex. A very good evening to you. M0EBJ, Echo Italy 2 Whiskey. Good night now.
Yeah, cheerio, John. No problem at all. The beauty of this antenna, John, just quickly, it gives me some phenomenal gain on the higher bands. So it's designed, whilst it works on 80 and 40 really well for MVIS sort of stuff, it gives me some really good gain of 6 or 7 dB. Where I want it to be, and it's took a long time working it out. Anyway, we can talk again. John, 73, pleasure speaking to you. We'll catch you again. EI2HW M0EBJ. 73, catch you again, buddy. Cheerio.
Yeah, super. Well, certainly it's working anyway. That's the main thing, Alex, and great to hear you this evening. And best 73. M0UTA EI2HW clear. Bye-bye now.
Cheerio, John. Bye-bye.
Oscar November 8 Echo India, John, over.
Very good evening to you, John. Oscar November 8 Echo India, EI2HW, and a very happy New Year to you. Probably belated, but never too late. I hope all is well. And great to hear you, John. Cracking signal here. I'll give you a proper report on the next over. I've just come on briefly for a little while. We're expecting a bit of a storm here tomorrow evening. So I think the antennas will be dropped and we'll be in QRT mode for a while at least. Hope all is well on your side, John. A great signal. ONADI, EI2HW.
Yeah, very good evening to you, John. Hope all is well on your side. And, well, Happy New Year to you. I don't think we've spoken between the end of the old year and now. But you're 15 over with me. And it's raining outside, not really windy. And I was watching the RT News and I couldn't believe it. They were talking about code red and probably one of the worst storms that has ever come. So we'll see how that goes. And, sometimes it happens, as you know, there's a big build up to something and it doesn't turn out the way it is. But I wonder, would you have more information about that storm? And I see on Friday we're going to get something in Belgium, but I see it's gone up to 5 Beauforts or whatever you call it, the measurement that they use here. So on the Hermes light and power at the moment, probably about 450 watts, and it's a dipole, a sloping dipole. One leg is at 22 meters. And the other leg is at about 4. So that's what we have on this side, John. So back she goes. Echo India 2 Hotel Whiskey, Oscar November 8 Echo India, over.
Yeah, super. Oscar November 8 Echo Italy, EI2HW returning to you. Very good, John, absolutely cracking into the year. 20 dB over S9. You're sounding superb, booming, is all I can tell you. And, the old red warning is taking in most of the country, to be honest with you. Waterford and Wexford were slightly left out of it earlier on, but as it progresses here and as we see what way it's tracking, it looks like we're going to get under the red warning as well, which means a danger to life, would you believe, over here. So extremely dangerous travelling conditions and unsafe working conditions, so on and so forth. And we've got to be careful. So the antennas will come down tomorrow afternoon and we'll batten down the hatches and hopefully we'll see what happens. But it's a big event by all accounts. The pressure is going to drop extremely quickly as it approaches land, and not really looking forward to it, John, because if you flatulate anyway hard out where I am on the coastline here, we lose power. So I have the Jenny fueled up, ready to go, and we'll see what way it comes away. But certainly I think the west coast, southwest up the west coast are going to take the brunt as normal here. So that's it, John. Your Hermes light sounding superb. The dipole working absolutely superbly, as it always does, Richard. You're always a super signal here. Other than that, nothing much. I've been doing a bit on 10 meters. Actually, that reminds me. I've got my 10 meter Antron on a 20-foot gun barrel ball galvanized, and I've got it tied to one of my popular trees here in the garden. So I think it might be a good idea to drop that as well. So there you go, John. And I hope you got over the festivities okay. All went well here. It was quiet and busy at the same time. But we're into the new year now, and how fast it's going, John. Oscar November 8, Echo India, EI2HW.
Yeah, Roger. Well, for us, the festivities were fairly quiet, and I worked. Although now I have booked for my big holiday, the Christmas time, because, you know, we had Christmas Day here, and then I was back to work on the 26th. So that's no fun. And then there was other days off, and then you were back again. So I booked it as my big holidays. I don't go on summer holidays because of the heat. So it's kind of too busy, too hot, and too expensive. So myself and my wife, we either go on holidays, you know, short little breaks, February, March, April, you know, a few days here and a few days there. So a question about the generator. Is that connected to the house? So if the power goes out, it runs the house. How does that go? And how is your pal Stu? Over.
Yeah, very good. Last things first, Stuart, is I think in the middle of a shack refit. I was talking to him on, was it Sunday evening, I think maybe, and he's taking apart his shack at the moment, so he's rebuilding that. So that's going to take a week or so. But he's keeping great, and not a problem on him at all. He's doing really well. Busy at work and doing a little shack refit. Would you believe it? He still has the same radio. I think we must be pushing in on 2 years now. Normally he wouldn't have radio for 2 months. He's the FT101D, which he loves. So he's holding on to that for dear life, I think. And yeah, I have a little Honda Jenny. I can plug it into the the switchboard here. It doesn't power up a whole lot, John. It's not particularly powerful, but it will give us light, kettle, and a telly. And that's about the size of it. But being down on the coastline here, everything comes in on telegraph poles, on power lines and stuff. So it gets pretty blowy here, and at certain times we usually get cut out. But it's I have the barbecue ready. And I have a little bit of power, and off we go. So it's quite simple, really, John, but it's doing the job. Yeah, it's amazing, really, you know, with the way these weather patterns, particularly up the winter months, it's wind and it's rain. And as you know, the wind is the dangerous one. So they're predicting gusts of up to 80 to 90 miles an hour, which is not nice. I remember years ago when we had that storm Ophelia. That was truly unbelievable. I've never experienced anything like that for sure. So certainly don't want any more of that, John, because I'm about 1,000 meters back from the coastline here. Oscar November 8 EI2HW.
Yeah, Roger, all noted, and hopefully you won't suffer any damage. And if you do have outages, you'll have it covered. Now, just talking about Stuart and his shack refit. Well, sometimes it happens. You probably have experienced it, or maybe not. You do a shack refit, and everything doesn't work, or you're getting stray RF. But anyway, a little bit of patience and looking around, you get it all sorted out. Yeah, I did a shack refit maybe 8 months or 10 months ago. My wife is good at the carpentry, and she did a very nice job. I used a threaded bar to hold up the whole setup. I'll send you a photo, and you can see what it looks like. But what I did was I put the shack on wheels, so that if I want to get into the back of the where the rat's nest, I just pull the shack out, and you have access to everything. So that worked out very well. And back in about about 1990, I lived on a boat in London, not on the Thames, but on a place called, which you would know it by name. You might have even been there, Tottenham. And I lived on the lee navigation there. And every Saturday night, I took my, I think it was a Suzuki, or was it, well, it was a Japanese generator. And I took that out. And I used to transmit to back to Ireland, and I'd also transmit to a guy called Ruby, who was a night watchman from Ireland, and we used to all talk on 80 meters. So that's the situation there: the shack on wheels and the generator and the boat. EI2HW ON80I, over.
Yeah, M0EBJ, EI2HW. That's super, John. That's very good indeed. And isn't it amazing, when you have memories of radio? And that's superb the way, you fire up and you talk to these guys. I had a particular instance on 17 meters for about a year, actually, well before 9/11 and American Airways. I'd have to look up my book to see what his call sign was and his name, but he's a captain on the American Airways 707. He used to fly from Heathrow to JFK every Saturday morning, and he literally flew over my house. I've seen him on numerous occasions when we spoke, but unfortunately we lost contact after 9/11. But interesting stuff when you talk to Aeronautical Mobile on 80 meters here one evening. There was a guy on a private Learjet incoming from States, and we had some great chats. So it's amazing the unusual context that you make at times. I remember I was into the old satellite operation and working space station, and I was sitting in Cork with the EI2HW, the little dual band jobby, which wasn't the greatest radio in the world, and a little sort of a telephone, mobile phone type dual bander on the roof. And I plugged in the frequencies, and it was due over, say, at 1 o'clock. And I remember talking to Captain Jerry Lininger, who was the captain of the space station at the time, for probably 5 minutes. And nobody cured him. It was just unusual and brilliant at the same time. So you can have some great memories of simple stuff that work really well, So there you go. And trying on living on the boat, yeah, that was interesting, John. Never done that. So that was a very interesting time with a little Jenny to provide you with some power. M0EBJ, EI2HW.
Yeah, Roger. Well, happy memories. And I was just talking to a new colleague at work, and most of the old colleagues, they kind of know my history, but no, I had been in different parts of the world, and I had done it while I was young, so no regrets. And I was telling him about VK and ZL and Hawaii, and traveling across the states, and the time then that I hitchhiked from Montreal all the way to Anchorage and all the way back. So yeah, that was also back in that was back in about 1985. So very happy memories. Okay, John, I'll have a spin around the band. I've got probably another maybe 20 or 30 minutes, and then it's off to bed. Yeah, this week it's the early shift. It's going to be the last day, working day tomorrow. But I get up at 4 in the morning. I have my porridge, and then I head out on my pedal cycle, John, over.
Well, fair play to you, John. That's superb. And 4 a.m. is a very, very lively start, John. So fair play to you. At least the porridge takes quite a place on the breakfast table anyway. That'll set you up for the day, that's for sure. And you hitchhiked from Montreal to Anchorage and back. Well, I have to hand it to you. I can't aspire to that type of adventure, that's for sure. I'm sure you had a ball, John. Great memories, of course. Okay, great to hear you as always. Absolute Best regards to everybody in the house, and we'll get you further down the log, I'm sure, John. Thanks for the call and the report, and great to work you as always. Oscar November 8 Echo Italy, EI2HW. Thanks, John, and a very good evening.
Yeah, Roger John, well, great speaking with you, and you sound great. And as a comment I made to Rowley on his little Facebook page, he has the pipes, and you have the pipes as well. So good luck with the 770. And I remember maybe not the last time, but a previous time I spoke with you, and you had the FT5000, which is a radio favoured by many people. John, take care, and hopefully you'll suffer no storm damage. We keep in touch. EI2HW, ON80I. Bye-bye from Belgium, John. Over.
Yeah, super. Thank you very much indeed, John, and a very good evening to you and yours, and we'll get you further down again as always. ON80I, EI2HW, often here. Bye-bye now.
Yeah, bye-bye, John.
ON8EI, M0SKA.
Yeah, Dave, I'll send you a frequency. It's John's frequency, Dave. Over.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realise that. John, are you there, over?
No, take it away, Dave. Absolutely no problems at all. And John, work away here. I will be QSY. Go on, guys, work away.
Okay, John. 15 to 20 dB over. Great signal, John. Sounding impressive, as always, John. Over.
Likewise, Dave. You're 20 dB over S9. Rocking in. Take it away, lads. Good evening.
Bye-bye, John. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Good evening, both of you. M0EBJ.
I was just going to message you, Steve.
ON8EI. Hello, John. How you doing, fella?
Yeah, doing very well. Nice to hear you, Steve. 15 over with me. And I wonder how things are going, and how is the guy from down under, over?
Yeah, just had a 15 to 20 minute chat with him on 40. Dave managed to get in there in the last 10 minutes as well, so all is well, pal. Very cold today again at work, but okay, mate. How everyone's well with you, John? Over.
Yeah, all good here. Cold here as well, and I was watching the Irish news, and they were talking about a code red storm coming to them. Over.
Yeah, I know the weekend we got very, very strong weather, haven't we, coming? So not so good, but yeah, very windy. I let my tower down tomorrow because extreme winds coming. I think Friday, either Friday evening. Yeah, I think it is. So there we are, John. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'll probably do the same. So around to you, Dave. Nice to hear you. Sounding great, and I hope Moz was in good form, and you had a pretty clear band. When he's on, sometimes there's some people calling. So M0SKA, ON80I and company. Over.
No, someone had just called in before I got in there, John, but no, he was okay. He had a bit of a SWR issue, but he knows what that is, so yeah, he was good. But I messaged you, John, because I was on with Tony, Nigel and Davey on 80, and then I looked at the time when we cleared, and I thought, I wonder if Moz is about, so I shot straight up to 40, and that's where I heard Moz and Steve. So, well, I didn't hear Steve, but so yeah, it was good. And then there you go. I come straight back onto 80, and you were there just on the frequency, John. So it was all good. Just send you a video, John. You're sounding great. Big signal, 20 dB.
Yeah, Roger on that, Dave. Yeah, just come back. Let me have a look at the meter. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, John. Yeah, there you go. I'm just coming back. You can have a look. Anyway, John, have you when you post things, or have you posted things to the UK? not necessarily to echo India, but have you posted things from Belgium to the UK, John, over?
A very long time ago, over.
Oh, it doesn't matter then, because Oscar Radio 4 Uniform, my good friend Gene, has sent me a little package a week last Monday, and it's still not arrived. So I think someone in Belgium is sat on it at the customs, over.
Yeah, well, the Belgian customs, they can be very slow, and like other countries, I think Spain are the same. They have it in for the UK, over.
Oh yes, this is what I was saying to John. But anyway, it's nothing of excess, and it's a gift to me from John. But I just wondered, if there was a time scale. But I guess at 2-3 weeks, I don't know. Could have sent it by carrier pigeon, John. Round to you, Steve.
Lovely. So I just had a mouthful of food. Yeah, M0SKA, so an EI, M0EBJ. Yeah, 10 to 15 over. John debut about 10 over. So, yeah, very good. Yeah, customers are funny people, aren't they, really, sometimes? But there you go. I haven't bought anything from abroad for ages, so... That's funny though, when you do buy something from China or somewhere, you seem to get it really quick, don't you? Incredibly quick, sometimes. I did order a couple of bits online last year, and I said 2 to 3 weeks, and they're here in 7 days. I really couldn't believe it. It's incredible sometimes, though. Things come quickly, and other times they don't, but there you are. So there you are, John. So how you getting on with the new antenna, John, over?
Yeah, well, the new antenna is being built. You're talking about the Yagi for 10, over?
I wasn't sure what it was. He sent me all the pictures the other day. I wasn't sure, you see.
Yeah, it's still in bits, and there's more bits to be. They're ordered, and they're on their way. It's a for the 10-meter band. It's a 5 element Yagi. But it's 8.3 meters long, over.
John has had a chicken carbonara. I just nearly finished eating that. For my dinner this evening, a very late dinner, because I come in from work, John, and I fell asleep for about an hour and a quarter, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, and how is the heating working out? How's that going, over?
Yeah, it's lovely. It's very nice, and I tell you, I had it put in just at the right time as well. So yeah, it's working a treat. It really is. But yesterday, though, even though my heating is very good, yesterday I came out. It took me a long while to get warm. I was cold for a couple of hours last night. I think it was 3 degrees all day at work, and I had it in my bones, mate. My bones were very cold, John, over.
Roger, yeah. Yeah, Roger. Okay, I'll put it over to you, Dave. And nice skin, Dave, over.
Yeah. All right, yeah, that's my new one, John.
Yes.
And I've just sent Steve a message. And I'm just going to send you the same message.
Oh, I did, yeah.
John.
It's the German, or is it a German?
And because there's a reason for it.
I see a message from...
we'll see. Anyway...
yeah, I see.
Yeah, that's...
Dave sent a message when
that chap there is a character called Walt Japsko. A fictitious character, John.
Dave, just say that again. I'm John is on the line, over.
Oh, John. I'll send it you via. There you go. I'll send it via WhatsApp, John. So, who's on the line, over?
The man, Mr. Holy Water, over.
Oh, go ahead, John.
Yeah, but he's going to say hello to you. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, good evening, Dave. Via ON80I's QTH there, doing a repeater job for me here on Messenger, over.
Oh, excellent. Very good, John. Echoing dear to Belgium, to the UK. Isn't technology wonderful, John, ever?
Absolutely, John. Yeah, or Dave, rather. You're coming through fine here. Microphone might be a little bit more narrow than I'm usually used to, but you're coming through Q5 here to me via the headphones, via John's shack. Good to hear you, lads. John just gave me a quick call there when we were talking about the musician online. But it is what it is, Dave, over.
Oh, I know. Well, 25 dB over that time. Say hello to Steve. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, a little bit narrow, but sounding very good. Hope you're well, over.
Thank you very much indeed, Steve. A very good evening to you. I hope all is well. Coming to you courtesy of John's relay here. So I didn't do this before, but this is a first for me as well. But great to work you, lads. And via ON80I's QTH, and great to work you all. M0EBJ for the group, EI2HW.
EI2HW remote M0EBJ. Love you there, John. Take it easy, pal. Always good to hear you. And no problems at all. Well, I'll put it back to Dave there. M0SKA, M0EBJ in the group.
Did you ring me?
Yeah, I'm going to put it to you, John. Give me a bit more audio, John. And I'll send the clip to Oscar November 80I, and he can forward it to you. So give me some more audio,
well,
John.
Apologies for disturbing you. Normally I wouldn't ring someone when I'm on the air. Okay, I'll go.
Maybe not. Maybe they're talking, Steve.
Yeah, we keep in touch.
Yeah, no worries at all. Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. All the best. Bye bye.
Oh, well, there you go, pal.
Bye bye. Take care.
Yeah,
bye-bye.
It's nice that. It was a Slimmer World carbonara. Very nice indeed. They're so easy, put them for 6 minutes, give them a stir, another 3.5 minutes. And they really do come out. Now, some pasta dishes in the microwave don't really come out very nice, but I tell you, the pasta in that was so soft. Yeah, really nice. Thoroughly enjoyed that, Dave, over.
Oh, very good. Yeah, excellent, Steve. We had like a cheese and ham toasty, but on that, that bread we were on about the other day that you warm up, Steve. Like you can get baguettes and that kind of thing. So we had that but done in the air fryer, Steve. I'll tell you what, it was lovely. John's back. ON80I, M0SKA. Your little tinker, John, over?
Yeah, Roger. Okay, the little tinker. Go ahead.
You're the little tinker. I wondered what was going on, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I was just giving him the thumbs up, and whatever happened, it started to ring, and I thought he was ringing me, and it's rude not to reply. So, but it worked out well. I think the transmission wasn't bad, Dave. Over.
No, it was okay. I've sent you a little clip. I did catch a few seconds. I should have thought earlier. So you can send that on to John. I caught his audio there on my side, over.
Yeah, Roger, I'll certainly do that. And I have OBS always ready to fire up, over.
Yeah, no, I don't have it open all the time, so sometimes, but it doesn't take long to open up, actually, over.
Yeah, well, it works very well anyway. So that's it, Dave. You're a good signal, and I don't think you take down any antennas if it's windy, over.
I'm going to check tomorrow, and if it's going to be exceptional, I might just drop the telescopic mast 2 or 3 sections. But other than that, no.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, well, hopefully all will be good. Anyway, back to you, Steve. And I wonder how things are going at work, over.
Plenty to do, John. Can't complain, really. So we're here tomorrow at dinner time, about 35 mile marker. By tea time, 40 mile marker. And then between 6 o'clock and midday on Friday between 50 and 55 miles an hour, and then it's going to drop off again by tea time Friday night, and then back again Sunday evening 10 o'clock, 40 odd, and Monday morning early hours 48. So mine will be down all weekend, John. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, isn't it great that you can drop it down? Think of the other people that have a fixed mast, and they just hope for the best. Of course, Steve, the Hazer system is a great system. Over.
Is that what you got on yours, John?
Negative. No, it's similar to you. I just drop it down to about 7 meters above ground. Over.
I can drop mine down to a foot above my hedge. I think 9 foot the beam sits at. And I've worked mods at 9 foot in the air, 10 foot in the air, believe it or not, on the long path. That's incredible. Even at that height, it still works, over.
Oh, yeah, Roger. Well, the trick is he wants to hear you, over.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But anyway, it's all good. But no, it's my mum now run me out. She said, Steve, didn't let your air wheel down. She said, when I come to bed, looked out the window, it's still up there. We've got winds at me tonight. I said, no, it's tomorrow night, Mum. Are you sure? I said, yeah. As long as you're sure, she say. All right, checking up. She say, no, love you. Bless her heart, John, over.
Yeah, Roger, and the time that she contacted you and she said, I can't see the antennas, over.
Yeah, that's right. I've lowered it down. When she goes up those stairs, there's a little window at the top of the landing. There's only a very small window, about a foot wide and 2 foot tall. She just leans across, and she can see the mast on my back of my bungalow. And because when she looks now, she can't really see the antenna. All she sees is the mast, because the beam's about 20 foot above her house, you see. There you go. Over to you, Dave.
Well, at least she's concerned, Steve, isn't she? like all mums, all good mums should be anyway. She's concerned for you, Steve, and so nothing wrong with that at all, Steve. So so I'll see. I don't think I'll drop anything down, because I've only got wires up, and I've more chance of the paracord snapping than anything else, John, over.
Look at 9 o'clock Friday morning, Dave. 70 mile an hour gust, it says.
What, me?
Yeah, Blackburn. So tomorrow, Thursday at 3 o'clock 41, then it drops down tea time, and then 3 in the morning 55, 56, up to 70 at 9 o'clock Friday morning, over.
Yeah, I'll check it tomorrow, Steve. If I need to drop the mast down, it's just a case of, it's just a 13mm spanner, and I can collapse the telescopic section, Steve, over.
Yeah, better be safe than sorry, Dave. But it might change, as you say, it might change. So I want to go and grab my coffee, which I left in the kitchen. I'll be back shortly. O&A-EI in the group, M0EBJ.
Yeah, Roger on that, Steve. Just a quick one before you go. At one stage, I was night driving in London, so I'd start off around about 10 o'clock in the evening, and the days before mobile phones and the whole lot. And I used to pull into the same post or the same telephone box every night, and I'd just ring my mother and say good night, over.
Very good, mate. Very good indeed. Yeah, I can remember the days when I learnt to drive, John. We never had mobile phones either, and I remember stopping at bloody phone boxes as well, over.
Yeah, Roger. Happy memories. Okay, we'll see you in a few moments. And around to you, Dave. And what is the call sign of that guy, over?
Mike 3 Sugar November Tango, M3SNT, Graham. So I'm not sure if he can get on 80, but he can definitely get on 40, John. But he's limited space for antennas, hence why he's got that beam up, that little beam up. I can't remember the name of. But I did work him today. I did hear him call in on me. And I said, well, Graham, I said, what radio are you on? And he said, I'm on the Hermes. And I said, well, you've got that set up very quick. Anyway, we had a chat, and then it was difficult, but I could hear him. And I rang him up because he wanted some help with other settings. And later on, he realised, John, he was beaming away from me, so he was only running 4 or 5 watts, John, over.
Yeah, and what band was that, Dave, over?
That was 40 metres, and that was 40 this afternoon. And then later on, we tried it again, and he was 5 and 8, 4 and 8, 4 and 7 on a noisy band when he was beaming at me with the 5 watts. So he doesn't know what amplifier to get. He's only after a small one, but obviously he wants something that's proven that doesn't cause any issues, so we can run his 25 watts comfortably, John, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'm sure he'll find one. Yeah, there's one that you can. It's a kit. I think it's called a rock something. But anyway, I'll have a look, and you probably know about one as well. So you said he was beaming. So does he have a beam on 40 over?
Well, yeah, it's a multi-band beam, and I can't remember the name of it. It's a UK company, John. Let me see if I saved it. Is it iPro? Oh, I don't know if I saved it. We were looking at it the other week, and it works well. It does work well for him. It's only a small thing. There we go. Dual Beam Pro. If you Google that, Pro antennas, and put the Dual Beam Pro in, it'll do 40, 30, 20, 17, 15, 12, 11, 10, and 6. But it needs a tuner on all the bands, over.
Basically, it's a rotatable dipole. That's what it is, a T-configured rotatable dipole on all bands, John, over.
Yeah, and does it have the little capacity hats, the little sticky fellas sticking out, over?
No, it's just got like I don't know, about a 15-foot boom, and it's got like 10-foot elements on the end. You know what I mean? So it's like a sort of Pro antenna, Dual Beam Pro, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll have a look at that. No, there's a pal in New York, and he I think he's using something different now, but I think he has 1 or 2 of them, and they were made in Canada. Little tiny 3-element beams, and an amazing signal he sends out. And I was talking to a guy in ZL, and he had the same one from Canada, and really a terrific beam. And they're so small, it looks like the old BBC Yagis, Steve, over.
I'll just send you a link to it. Yeah, no problem at all, John. No, for a small car, they just work very well, actually. They do work very well. And there's lots of reviews on them, and everyone give them a good review, I can tell you. Over to you, Dave.
Yeah, okay. No, you can get 2 types as well. There's a high-powered balance and one without, but you need a tuner for every band, John, but he's limited space. He's got limited space, so and it's a bit of a compromise on 40, but tell you what, it works well. It does work well, so yeah, can't complain, John. So you can have a look at that at your leisure. Did you see that little video I sent you, John, with President Trump and President Biden, over?
Did you send that just recently, over?
Yes, about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, Roger. Well, when I close down, I'll certainly have a look at it. But Trump and Biden. Well, it's all they've all changed jobs now, of course. Over.
Oh yes. Sorry, I just got distracted with a message on my phone. Yeah, well, we'll see what comes of it, but he's certainly not hanging around, is Donald, is he? He's making the changes very quickly.
Yeah, and he didn't like the sermon in the cathedral, over.
No, well, there you go. Oh dear, what can we do? What can we do? All right, well, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'm going to go and watch TV with Donna, and we're sort of halfway through a series. So I've been on the radio long enough today, but I'll be knocking about tomorrow at some stage, tomorrow evening. Not sure about the day. I think we may be going out. But good to hear everybody on, and we'll catch up later in the week. M0EBJ, Oscar November 8 Echo India, M0SKA. Round to you, Steve.
Yeah, same for you, Dave. Good to hear you, pal. Thanks for coming on 40 as well. And yeah, I'm going to swim well. I might pop out Jeff, so I might not be back till after 9, but I'll be about tomorrow, but probably not till about 9 o'clock. I have to be there at 7, so I believe there'll be about 8 quarter past, so I've got to pop to Jeff, so yeah, I'll probably be back about 9 o'clock, but I'll drop you a message, see if you're about tomorrow when I get back in the shack. Catch you later, Dave. I'll have a couple of over to you, John, before I go as well. 018EI M0EBJ.
Yeah, Roger on that, Steve. Okay, Dave, we'll keep in touch, and I'll have a look at the various videos, and I'll send the one on to John. Anyway, sounding good, and I have to say the skin that you have is nice, and the way the guy your pal. What's his name, over?
M0SKA.
And his first name, over?
Oh, are you on about the screen or the guy with the Hermes, John?
Yeah, the guy with the Hermes, over.
I'm getting mixed up, John. Yeah, Graham, over.
Yeah, okay, yeah, okay, I got that now. Okay, very good. Well, it looks well, over.
Yeah, no, he's done well with that, hasn't he? I didn't tell him how to do any of that. I told him about Kurt's videos, and he's done everything on there from looking at Kurt's videos, over.
Yeah, Roger, and Kurt should be on tomorrow, so I'll if he sends me a message, I'll send it to you, over.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll message him, actually. I've got him on WhatsApp. I'll message him. I was going to message him earlier, but when I looked at the time in Thailand, it was only 5 to 6, and I thought, well, a little bit early, so it's probably about 9, 10 o'clock now, so I'll message him, John, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, no, that would be very nice to hook up with him, and if he has the beam on the tower, he'll be a terrific signal, over.
Well, I won't call HS0ZOA today at about 3:45 on 40 metres. I was just clearing, and Carl called in on me, John, over.
Wow, that's amazing. Good old Carl. Yeah, he's a nice fellow. Okay, Dave, I'll have one or two with Steve, and then I'm going to clear down as well. Nearly time for bed. M0SKA ON80I and company, over.
Thanks, John. 7-3 and 7-3, Steve. Take care.
Yeah, cheers, Dave. I went to work car the other night, but that's about 10 o'clock. Really late on 40. Catch you later, mate. All the best. Okay, John, mate. Anyway, good to hear you on, and nice to have a catch up. Yeah, I've just had a busy day. A bit bunged up today, actually, to be honest. But hoping I'm not coming down with anything again. But I've got a bit of a sore throat, I must say. But maybe I slept with my mouth open all night, John. Anything's possible, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, as long as you're not catching any flies. Yeah, I started off with Yeah, I suffer, and it's kind of something that started from about 2 years or maybe 3, was very kind of light asthma. So sometimes when I'm speaking, I kind of run out of breath, and I'm on an inhaler now again. So just every night before I go to sleep, I use the inhaler. Over.
Yeah, I have a couple of puffs of my inhaler every morning. I just have to take 2 puffs a day as a preventative. It definitely makes a big difference. But I don't generally take it at night, but I normally take it when I get up. It's in my bathroom on my windowsill, right behind the toilet. You know what I mean? So, so I don't forget to take a couple of puffs. Because last year I didn't use it for about 6 months, 7 months. Because that ran out, I didn't bother getting it replaced, and I was really ill, wasn't I? So I do make sure I use it every day now, and honestly, it definitely helps. It's just, I get out of routine sometimes, but since I was really ill there last year, later on in the year, before I had my heating done, I really make sure that I use it every day like I should do, you know what I'm saying. Well, what can I say, John? Anyway, you're sounding good as usual, and I'm still loving the L5000, John, I must say. So I'm still on the inverted L, which works reasonably well. Maybe not as strong on here as I am on the double or the ZS, but I work the States on here quite easily now as well. But it definitely works well for what I've got up. So I might change it soon, try some other bits and bobs again. But I'll definitely be letting the antenna down probably tomorrow mid-morning when I stop for a cup of coffee. It only literally takes you about 6 minutes to get it, 5 or 6 minutes to get it completely down, if that. I don't think it takes that, actually. So it's an easy thing to put down, and literally it's very easy with a full tank of air I take across there. I've got a little air tank, about a 20-litre air tank with a handle on the top, and it's got the valves, the airline connectors on. Got to take it in the garage, plug an airline into it, pull it up off the main compressor in the garage, pull it outside, plug it into my cable outside, put it in the bottom of the mast, and get up the ladder, undo the first section. It's got a little valve on it, undo the valve carefully, it blows it up, turn it off, lock it up, undo the second section, undo the valve, put it up, literally I put it up and down, literally 5 or 10 minutes, so I'm very lucky to have that system. There's no hard work involved like cranking a winch handle, or I don't have to worry about none of that, which is it's very good indeed. Okay, John, enjoy the rest of your evening, pal, and we'll catch you soon, hopefully, buddy. ONAEI M0EBJ.
Yep, Roger on that, Steve, and I have happy memories of watching that video of you running outside and changing direction. Over.
It didn't bother me. But I wouldn't have to do it now. Now I've had the beauty of a rotator, but there you go. It's just, things are expensive, aren't they, But I got there finally, and I'm super happy with my station, I must say. Super happy with it, and totally happy with the 5000, John. Thought I should have borrowed that Hermes light off Dave when I was at Dave. We didn't think about it until I got back here. He said he could have borrowed that and tried it, and I should have done, really. Maybe that would have turned the tables, but I needed a different amplifier as well. Yeah, you know what I mean. So just 5 watts in this amplifier is only about about 50 or 60 watts out in it, so that would have been a lot of good anyway. But anyway, cheers and beers, pal. I hope your amplifier is working swimmingly well, the one you got from down under. Over.
Yep, no, that works well. That's connected to the ANA, and the ACOM 1200 is connected to the Hermes light. So both of them are working well. Now I'm just looking at the reflected power on the dipole. I can adjust that, but I'll do that another. Well, I'm not going to go out now, but I have to probably shorten one of the legs, and easy job. And just two things to finalize. Yeah, that puffer, that inhaler, my one has a counter on it. So every time you use it, you can see it's counting down to 0. And after you're on to 0, you have to get another one. But anyway, that's another day's work. And I'm going to build a it's a pull-up for 40 meters, and one leg will be 22, and the other leg will be, I don't know, maybe 19 meters above the ground. I think I mentioned it to you. So that's going to be a temporary thing, dipole, a pull-up dipole. Over.
Very good, mate. Yeah, very good. You did mention that. Yeah, well done. Yeah, mine's a Timbercore S200 in Haley Rosella white one. And it's this one where you suck it, got no aerosol in it. And it's got the counter on that as well. And it goes red when you get down to about 20 or 10. It goes red, John. Is that the same as yours?
Yeah, well, I'm on 25. So when it goes red, I'll send you a message, HI. Okay, well, sleep well, Steve, and we keep in touch. But always good to hear you, and have a nice day at the salt mine, and hopefully you won't suffer any wind damage. So M0EBJ, ON80I. Bye-bye from Belgium, Steve. Over.
F73, John. All the best from sunny Norfolk. Catch you later, M0EBJ, Claire.
Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye.